All right, let's get into it. Today, we're tracing the incredible journey of DJ Joey Jammz, and it's a story that goes way beyond just spinning records. We're talking about a path from the legendary club decks of New York all the way to the company desks of Texas. This is a story about how you adapt, how you build a business, and maybe most importantly, the massive power of mentorship. And you know what makes this whole explainer so special is where it comes from. This entire history was put together by Dr. Ronnie Rodas, who you might know as video DJ Rontech. He's not just a scholar, he's a close friend and a mentee of Joey Jammz. He did all this research to honor that friendship and to really thank Joey for the incredible guidance he provided. So what you're about to see is a personal look at how a career is really built. Okay, let's rewind the clock. We're going back to the 90s and the 2000s, right into the thick of the super competitive club scene in Long Island and New York City. This is the fire where DJ Joey Jammz really forged his entire foundation. This, right here, this is the core toolkit. And it was so much more than just playing hit songs. Joey had to master reading a room that had everybody in it. Different ages, different tastes. One night it's ladies' night at the beach bar, packed with a young crowd. The next, it's an over 30 party where everyone wants 70s disco and 80s rock. The real skill was keeping every single person on that dance floor, and that's what made you a DJ worth booking week after week. And listen, in that world, you absolutely did not succeed on your own. It was all about relationships. The whole club scene was this living, breathing thing, and Joey says it himself. His career was built on the back of an amazing promoter and a great friend. A hot DJ could pack a club for a night, sure, but a great promoter could build that DJ's career for years to come. So with that rock-solid foundation, his career just started to explode. Those skills he honed in Long Island, well, they weren't going to keep him there forever. His name, his reputation, it started spreading way beyond the local circuit, taking on totally new forms and reaching brand new crowds. And I mean way beyond. We're talking about going from local bars to warming up the stage for a massive international artist, like a Con in Germany. That shows you the level of trust people had in him. He could handle these huge, high-pressure events and adapt his vibe for a crowd on the other side of the world. Back home, he was also a huge part of the legendary New York freestyle mixtape scene. And you gotta understand, for a DJ in that era, a mixtape was everything. It wasn't just a playlist, it was your resume, it was your brand. It was proof that you could craft a whole vibe and tell a story with music. And his range just kept getting wider. Being asked to mix an official packaged CD like Platinum Reggae Reloaded, that's a whole different game. It shows that his talent was being recognized by the actual recording industry, not just the club scene. But of course, he never lost touch with the roots of it all. Putting out a classic disco mix shows you he had this deep respect and knowledge of where modern dance music even came from. It's that huge musical vocabulary, from disco to reggae to freestyle, that gave him such staying power. Okay, so here's where the whole story takes this really cool pivot. Joey makes a big move to Texas, and he channels every bit of that nightlife experience into something completely new. He goes from being the performer in the DJ booth to being an entrepreneur running the show. This slide just lays it out so perfectly, doesn't it? The evolution is crystal clear. The core skills, reading people, controlling the energy, they're exactly the same, but the way he used them, totally different. The focus shifted from the wild energy of a club night to the detailed planning of a wedding. He went from being the resident to being the owner. And guess what? The pivot was a massive success. He started Jam DJ Entertainment, and it's become one of the top DJ services in Texas, especially for weddings. And when you read the client reviews, they all say the same thing. They praise the exact skill he learned in the clubs, his incredible ability to read the room and keep that dance floor full all night long. But his legacy, it's not just a successful company. And this is where we come full circle, right back to that idea of mentorship. Because while he was performing and building his business, Joey was also totally focused on passing his knowledge on to the next generation. I mean, how cool is this? He literally took the art of DJing and brought it into a middle school classroom. DJ Club 101 wasn't just about playing with records. It was about taking the culture of the DJ booth and turning it into a real, disciplined craft. It was about showing these kids that this passion could actually be a profession. And you can see his impact right here, on a very personal level. Remember Dr. Ronnie Rodas, aka Video DJ Rontech? He lived this. Joey taught him the nitty-gritty stuff, how to structure a set for a tough New York crowd, how to weave music videos into a live show, how to deal with the business side of things. These are the lessons you just can't learn from a YouTube video. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, it all connects. Every single phase of his career just flowed perfectly into the next. Those skills he learned on sweaty dance floors and Long Island, they became the foundation for a successful Texas business. And just as important, they became the lessons he passed on to the DJs he mentored. It's the full circle. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, right? The story of Joey Jammz and Dr. Ronnie Rodas is such a powerful reminder that so much of who we become is because of the people who guide us. So it's really worth asking yourself, who are the mentors, the quiet guides who have really truly shaped your own path?